All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome back and welcome to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess that you have found in the luxurious Meadowlands. Here she reposes, she relaxes, and she receives. I am here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all as you are in this moment of pleasure, Page of Cups and the Star. So I have been, geez. Okay. There are a lot of realizations that are happening around you, and I feel like it's in the people around you. I, you know, what's really been interesting is how maybe it's the new moon energy, but the readings have been a lot stronger. The messages have been a lot sharper lately, maybe for about the past I'd say maybe for about the past 6 to 9 days or so. And what I think is interesting is how, like, now that some things have slowed down, okay, like not slowed down in my career, but now that things are more automated in my career, I have more mental space and more emotional space to give to these readings. And I'm starting to notice ways that I would channel maybe 6 months ago or like 9 months ago. I'm starting to notice the ways that I would channel like that return. Like over the past 6 to 9 months, I've been incredibly focused on like my career and developing things and expanding my finances and like earning more riches. And it's been beautiful. It's been wonderful. I've been really enjoying it. And while I've been so focused on the physical, I haven't been paying, like I receive downloads and everything, of course. But I feel as though, like, in some ways, like my spiritual ascension has been coming second. And today is certainly a day where I think I'm going to pay more attention to a specific download or a specific song download that keeps coming through. Usually I would just ignore it. But now it's as though, like, I don't know how to say it. It feels as though I have like a cute little psychic shoppy that only opens over the summer. And so over the spring and over the winter, people just started lining up, these souls, these beings, these energies just started lining up outside of my shoppy. And now it feels like I've turned the lights on and it's open. So now, like, I feel like the first customer is coming in, like the first customer is coming through. Okay. And you know what's so interesting about this song download? I had to do some prayer this sunrise before I did this reading. I always do prayers before I do readings and everything, like for protection and because that's a part of my spiritual ritual. And I had to do a prayer for discernment because discernment regarding my empathy and discernment regarding really making that line even clearer between what are my emotions and what are somebody else's emotions, or these energies that have kind of been gorging in a way, like these energies that have been gorging on their own experiences or gorging on what's happening that's not going right in their life while they're waiting in line to see me. They showed me the energy of Kirby. You know how Kirby would kind of like suck all of that energy in and become bigger? Like, I feel like these energies, while they're waiting, they become so engorged that they're like, they need the release now. Like, they need me to read for them. So I needed to ask for discernment about what is my energy and what is somebody else's, because I recently listened to this album from one of my favorite bands. And this band is called Death Cab for Cutie. They just came out with a new album. And I've been listening to this band since I was in like high school. And I recently learned that their genre is indie rock. And like their songs are like emotional and poetic. So I have to be in a certain mood to listen to them. But whenever I finish an album, I feel so hermit energy. Like I feel self reflective and introspective, emotional, but it always opens something up within me so that I accept my humanity. Like that's what this that's what this band does for me and their music. So whenever I finish an album, I always feel more of myself and more of who I am. But since listening to that album several days ago, there's been one lyric that won't get out of my head. And I literally I think I woke up the past 4 or 5 days with the same lyric that's in my head. And I'm sitting here wondering, like, this is not my energy. Where is this coming from? So the lyric goes, I think the song is called Riptides. And the lyric goes, I'm too tired to talk. I'm too tired to end the war. And I don't think I can hold it together anymore. And I'm sitting there, like waking up in the morning, like getting some tea, feeling jolly. And then that song lyric comes through, and I'm like, what is this? So I had to think back to, 6, 9 months ago when I used to do readings more religiously, more regularly. And I would get song downloads, like multiple song downloads from these energies because they were coming in and out of the shop. I was getting those readings done. So I would get music downloads multiple times per day and just do the reading like that. So now that you know the intro to the background of why I'm doing this reading, let's figure out whose energy this is, what they want to say. Someone here feels like they're okay. Let's tap in and thank you, Divine. I'm going to ring the bell and we're going to begin. Okay? I'm going to ring the bell and we're going to begin. Thank you, Spirit, for joining me. I'm ready to read your energy. I'm ready to give you the time and attention that you may need so that this energy can be processed and alchemized to the highest and greatest good of my own and to all, and to the harm of none. Ashe. I'm trying not to be judgmental about this energy. Maybe they're quite judgmental towards themselves, and their capabilities and what they can do. This energy feels like they could go on vacation and they're still struggling to relax because depression still finds them. And it's because their depression or what they're actually upset about runs a lot deeper than just going on a single vacation. It runs a lot deeper than just maybe they've been overworking or they're a workaholic or something. I feel like they're also another type of holic. I don't know if it's necessarily alcohol, but I feel here like there's substance use that is overriding their system. I am hearing it has overridden their dopamine system or their reward system. So I feel like they're either going on vacation to try to be sober, or they're going on vacation as some type of like rehab here to try and starve themselves, so to speak, of something that they know is no longer serving them. It's giving this energy of like Netherlands or that type of town where it's colonial. I'm not sure of how to describe it, so to speak. This person is having this energy. They want me to say this energy is having an existential crisis. And they're also showing me that it's coming at a particular age that could be like early 40s, mid 40s. So they're having a midlife crisis, but it's an existential crisis. This person is asking themselves about who they've truly become and how truly happy they are, and what else they can actually achieve in life, or what else it is that they're looking for from life. Like, what else can life have to offer them? This person is this energy. Interesting. They want me to say this energy specifically. This energy is also too tired to be doing any more interviews. I heard Highlands. This energy is too tired to talk. They don't want to do any more promotion, no more interviews, no more self-proclamations, like no more presentations. There's something about how this energy is an orator, or maybe they perform on stage, but people depend on their voice, so to speak. And this energy is like, it's almost like they just want to escape to the countryside and churn butter. And that's all that they want to do. They just want to churn butter in silence. I also heard a snake bite. They could have recently received a snake bite on their wrist or on their arm. And they took it as a symbol. They took it as a metaphor that life was showing them it's time to step away. Let's see what else is happening here, because the energy is kind of fading away. So give me a second. I may need to use the tarot cards. There is something here about how they're skipping over the lyric that they're too tired to end the war. They're skipping over that and going straight to they don't know if they can hold something together anymore. And they've been trying to hold something together for several years, and they're in some ways showing me it could be even like a family unit, that they have been the person in their family to tell everybody that they should get together or to tell everybody that they should make up. This is the peacemaker, the role that they've had in their life and in their family or in some type of unit or group of people, was always the mitigator or the truth maker, and they're or the truth maker too, okay, and the peacemaker. And they're too tired to try to, that's what this is. They're too tired of trying to end the wars of other people. It's like people go to this energy for peace, for the sense of peace, but now they feel like they want their own peace because the people surrounding them aren't bringing them peace. They're the ones who are always in a state of chaos and needing some solution or needing some type of correction. I'm even hearing that someone they know could have recently gone to a correction facility, like they could have recently gone to prison or to jail. And that's when this energy decided to give up. Interesting. This person, this energy is I just saw 1313 on the clock. Okay. This energy, 13, they're saying represents death as well. So we'll tap into that. Um, I feel here that this energy is saying they've spent so much time trying to hold together something with super glue, so to speak. And they're wondering why they have been holding something together with super glue instead of like throwing it out and then going to the shop or going to the store and buying something else, buying something that's completely new and seeing what this new thing has to offer. It's like something would be on the edge of a table and he would knock it over and then it would fall on the ground and crack. Excuse me. So then he would pick up all the pieces, super glue it back together, and then like a couple of days would go by and then he would unconsciously like move a certain way and knock it over on the table again. There wasn't a recognition of the patterns. Like, what do you keep trying to put back together that is not necessarily worth it anymore? It's something here like every time he tried to put something back together, it would lose even more of its value. This energy is also realizing that have spent so much time trying to keep all of these people together. They may actually like attract people to them who are already in chaos because they like the role of being that person that can help people. But they're realizing that this was always a projection from their inner core of a sense of self. Maybe their parents got divorced when they were a teenager, they're showing me. And so they have always been the child that was in good spirits with their parents, even though their parents were separated. This person is realizing that they project taking care of other people from a core need that they have to try to hold things together as best as they can so that they don't experience this distraught feeling that they felt when their parents got divorced. So they have actually been projecting that core wound onto their relationships and seeking out people that they can always try to fix, always try to keep them together. Because when they try to keep other people together, they also project and feel as though they're keeping themselves from falling apart. And they're realizing that maybe they just need to fall apart. I'm hearing maybe they just need to let it happen. I also feel here, just as Anonnie here, not channeling their energy, but like as Anonnie and as a bit of advice, I feel here that this person, this may be one of the first times in their life that they've had or that they're having an he's saying kind of no, but maybe this existential crisis is a bit more intense than he was truly thinking. And I feel here that when he actually has this breakdown or this outburst of sorts or this crash out, so to speak, it's not going to be as bad as he thinks. Like it's literally going to be something that happens for one day. 17:17 on the clock now. It's going to be something that happens for like one day, and then maybe it takes 2 days for him to recover, and then he's going to realize that that was all that he needed all along. So in fact, the prolonging that he's been doing by not acknowledging what this core wound is was probably like years long compared to the actual mending of the core wound that will be what, 72 hours? I feel here as a human self, not as a spirit, but I feel here as a human self, like he's going to feel a bit of shame surrounding that. He's going to question and ask himself, like, why did it take him so many years to just come to a very easy conclusion and solution? And it's because he can struggle with that he can struggle with this like mitigator position that he always has. Like he always wants to be everybody's friend because if he's not like if he's not the pacifier, it gives him this like serious fear that everybody's going to leave him alone. Okay, masculine. Well, is that all that you wanted me to channel? Because he's kind of feeling a bit 8 of coins, 6 of swords. I feel like this was just a very simple message. I'm not 100% sure what it has to do with you just yet, because this feels like an outside energy, and I don't know if it's like this person, 8 of swords, is this person thinking about you? Are they caught up surrounding your energy? Like, how is it that they had to come to me to deliver this message? Four of Cups and Judgment. I'm gonna need some silence here, so because I feel like I have to listen. And I feel here like I have to listen very deeply because this person is surrounded by a lot of silence on purpose. And they're surrounded by more silence than what I have in my life right now. So it's like I have to quiet down to get, excuse me. It feels like I have to quiet down to get to their level because it's like they're at this maybe it's some type of meditation retreat where you cannot speak for several days. Like there's something here about rehabilitation. Let's see. Because the song is still playing in my mind. So, what else do you want me to take from this? This person could also be giving up meat while they're at this rehab. They're trying to do a bodily cleanse, a full cell flush. Like they're trying to flush out all of their cells. I heard Indiana. This could be like in some type of remote grasslands or some type of remote farmland in Indiana or a remote highland in Indiana. I'm also starting to feel a bit lightheaded. So I feel like if it's not Indiana, which I think it is, I feel here like they're somehow in an elevated city where it takes maybe a day or two to get used to the elevation. This could even be, it's either the city is so elevated, but Indiana is quite flat. That's the thing. So I feel like it's Indiana, or they're in some type of city, or they're on some type of retreat on a mountain that is remote. And it takes time for you to get used to the elevation because the air or the oxygen in the air is thin. Okay, can we get rid of this song, please? Yeah, Three of Wands. What do you need me to read to get rid of this song, please? The Tower. I heard a break in their system, a break in their reality. It's a strange energy that I'm reading. I don't know who this is or who this is for. This energy feels like it's like they're at the edge of a cliff or something. And I don't think that I don't think they're going to hurt themselves, but it's just like someone is sitting isolated in a remote town, in a remote city, at some type of spiritual rehabilitation center or something. There's a lot of silence. Maybe there's no speaking. They can't eat any meat. Like maybe it's all vegan or something or vegetarian. And it's like there's very little interaction with the other people. And it's like I see them just sitting at the edge of a cliff, just staring out at the horizon. This person is saying like they want a deep clean of their life. They feel like they need to, you know, they feel like they're showing me like a car wash. Like they feel like they want to walk through the car wash and come out squeaky clean and come out squeaky clean and new. On top of the Tower, we have the Ten of Swords. What did they go through here? They went through something recently, Five of Wands with the King of Cups. They went through something that was incredibly destructive to their emotional state. This could be like hitting rock bottom. And it was so destructive to them that now they're literally retreating. Like they don't want to be heard, they don't want anybody to know them. Like I said, they don't want to be doing any interviews. They don't want any public attention. But something serious happened with the Tower and the Ten of Swords where they felt like they just couldn't take it anymore. How these people treat them, or in some ways, it can feel like when a man has what do they call it? Is it like a posse? But you know, like how some rappers, I don't think this person's a rapper per se, but you know how like when rappers they have like a whole posse of like bros that they bring with them everywhere that they go. It's literally like an A2 Brute type of feeling with the Five of Cups and the King of Cups. Like I feel here that this person, they just couldn't do it anymore. Like these people didn't care about them. These people could have been enabling him. The Tower, Ten of Swords here is like, let it burn. Get rid of all of it. Get rid of all the parasites. Like just a deep cleanse, a deep clean. Emperor, Emperor, what the fuck? Masculine, can you show me what happened to you? He could have even gotten jumped, I'm hearing. Ace of Coins, show me what happened to you. Ace of Coins, Two of Swords. More, please. To the Page of Coins. I'm not sure of how to say this. It's as though I feel like this is so emotional. This was so destructive that it has to be about more than just money. It's strange. It's almost as though like they could have compromised this man's taxes. He's telling me that is so specific, but okay. It's like they tried to put him in financial jeopardy or in financial ruin here. But it must be more than that. Five of Swords reversed. And he said that he was able to catch them before they did it. But it's literally the fact that these people were doing this. Yeah, Nine of Swords and Lovers. This does seem like it's just about money. Five of Wands and Knight of Wands. It feels like it's about money. And he had to literally fight somebody because of some type of money, or because he found out that they were doing something about his taxes or something like this. Almost like they wanted to, I'm hearing like a labyrinth, like almost like they were trying to set him up to show that he didn't pay his taxes or something. To like, it's bizarre. Okay. But he caught them in the act, or he caught something along the way. And then he was able to trace all of this back to a betrayal. And what has him so upset is the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. Like, we could have been childhood friends, or like, I really thought you were my homie. Like, I really had love for you, bro. Like, I had love. I'm hearing something like, I was at your wedding, bro. Like, something like that. Like, I have been, this man is reflecting on this. Like, I was with this dude, like, during like the highs and the lows of his life. And then, like, this dude is trying to entrap me in tax fraud. Like, I thought that we had love for each other, bro. I feel like that's what the true betrayal was. The betrayal is emotional, but for some reason, between these two masculines, it has to do with money. Let me try another deck here. Let me try another deck because this is, look, 10 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. It was a strategized effort to try to sabotage him. Not just sabotage him, but to also take his place. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like someone who has created a business, or like when someone creates a business and maybe there's like a board of advisors, or there's like other people who are a part of his like team or his like very close cabinet, and all of those people try to come against him to take his spot because they no longer want him to be the leader. They don't want him to be the CFO or the CEO, something like this. It could have been the CFO who started doing this. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. And isn't that the chief of financial operations? Like, I feel like it was the CFO that could have first had this idea of like, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start hiding some transactions, or we're going to do something with like the tax documents so that we can start to get this person out of here. Show me a bit more, please. So 2 of Rods and 3 of Swords reversed. I do feel like this person decided to travel somewhere to heal their heart. And I'm hearing you may not hear from them. Because it's interesting. It's like they want to send me this song lyric, but they don't want to talk much. Ace of Coins is coming out again, so let me ask about it. Show me about this Ace of Pentacles. What is this about? Judgment. It's as though this person has become more mature on how they spend their money and who they give their money to. They really could have just been like throwing money around with their friends because they thought that these were their friends. But no, it was just like fair weather friends. It was just a posse of people who were taking advantage of how much money he had, of his of opportunities that he had. So what the lesson that he has come to learn, the Judgment and Ace of Pentacles here, is who's worth the money or who is worth giving to. And what does money truly buy you in life? Interesting. Death. It's strange. It's almost like 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups. This is him like at some type of retreat center or at some rehab center, like thinking about all of these things, maybe even thinking about deals that he has made. I feel here like this man is sitting here thinking like, he did all of this to try to inherit the world, but he is still empty-handed. There's something here where it's like he thought that money would create the life that he wanted, but there's nothing here that he wants with the death energy. It's like money has given him nothing. Money has never satisfied his feelings. Money didn't satisfy his heart. Empress, okay. So now we finally have a figure because we don't have any core cards out here yet. Show me about this Empress. 9 of Pentacles. This is you finally. Finally, collective energy is coming through. You're showing up to this man as the Empress and 9 of Pentacles. He's just like astounded and entranced by you, like astounded and entranced by your freedom, your liberation, like your sense of self specifically, like your courage to be yourself. Excuse me, with the Nine of Pentacles here in the Empress. It's like your high value, your self assuredness. And of course, I feel like he's seeing you this way because he's stuck in an existential crisis about what he has sacrificed in a way, just what he has sacrificed in his life just to have money, just to run a business. And then he's looking at you as the Nine of Pentacles, like that's where the actual worth truly is. He sees you as very abundant, very high value, something that money cannot buy. The Empress, Nine of Pentacles. I'm hearing a flute. Maybe you could play the flute or the sound, or this person could feel that the tone of your voice reminds them of a flute, maybe when you sing. Let me see. Queen of Rods, Nine of Cups, and Justice. Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting how this person feels like you have gotten better over time. Like you have aged like fine wine. Their attraction for you has only grown as they have started to retreat more into how they dislike themselves, which is interesting. It's as though this person still wants you just as badly as they did all those years ago, or just as badly as ever. They still want you. And it's interesting how they're seeing you here like you deserve everything and all of this abundance that you're accruing right now. It's like, of course, this Empress is more attractive. Of course, now this Empress is having their dreams come true. Of course, now this Empress, Queen of Rods, is looking hotter than ever. Of course, they still turn me on. It's like this person is looking at you and saying, because you were always the source of justice and righteousness and balance to begin with. And maybe that's what they didn't see. It's like, of course, people are doting over you as the perfect person or a perfect partner, or as like the model, as the dream person that anybody would be happy to have. Of course, you're this way. Yeah, look, of course you're making money. Of course, now you have a sense of direction and purpose in your life where you're still grounded, but you also have income. Six of Rods and Queen of Pentacles is, they're showing me like Alicia Keys in some type of way. But it's this type of energy of like a beautiful, sensual, earthly woman who is gaining recognition and popularity. And people are really seeing the true abundance of your feminine energy, right? It's like all you needed to do was give this divine feminine a mic and a stage, and then she will flourish and thrive, of course. This person is in some way saying, like, of course you were the stable one in the relationship. Yeah, and then we have Five of Swords on top of the Three of Swords. They only hurt themselves. I'm hearing they only hurt themselves by leaving you behind. And you started to focus on your work. Okay. I mean, I feel like that's enough. Like, what's the moral of the story here? And can this person leave me alone now? Okay. Thank you. Okay. What are the final messages that you want me to get from this reading? I mean, the thing is here, what I find to be so telling is like this person hasn't even shown themselves to you. There's no court card here to tell me who this person is. The only thing that they do is like revel in your goddess energy. They're not even showing their face. Why is this person so hidden? Show me who this is. They're not showing me who they are. They're just saying that I'm right. Ace of Swords, they're like, you see me clearly, but they're not showing me who they are. Why are you so reticent here? Knight of Wands. I'm going to let that hit the ground. This is an ex. This is someone, okay, maybe they're a King of Swords. I don't feel like they're a King of Swords. I feel like this is someone who's showing up and saying that they still think about being with you. They still think about being in love with you. Like this is someone who still spends their time in King of Swords energy. Let me see, King of Swords, Lovers, Two of Cups. Knight of Swords and Justice. Show me. Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person has shared with me it's like they're sharing with me what they're processing right now while they're at this rehab or while they're at this retreat. And they feel like the point isn't for me to talk about them. It's like they just want to let you know that they're thinking about you, about a relationship with you, about like how they can love you. Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. Lovers and Three of Pentacles. I think that this is it, really. I'm going to close this out, masculine, because you're not really giving me too much. Look, you're showing up again as the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. It's just like with the Eight of Swords here and the Six of Swords reversed, I don't know. I'm going to tell you here, Three of Pentacles and death. Okay? I'm going to tell you here that yes, this person got betrayed. They were betrayed by the people that they thought were the closest to them. This messed them up so bad that they had to literally retreat and go to some type of highland or some type of, I don't want to, like what? Like they went to Neverland? Like I don't know where they went. They had to go to Narnia. Okay? This person had to go to some type of silent, meditative rehabilitation retreat to cleanse their body, to cleanse their soul, because this betrayal that they went through messed them up so bad that it's put them in an existential crisis because they don't even know what life is worth anymore. And then they are looking at you, this Empress, this divine feminine, realizing like this feminine is actually receiving things of value. How did they do that? They're watching you flourish. They're watching you thrive. They're watching you look more attractive than ever. And now they're also watching you gain a fan base or gain recognition and or a spotlight because you are such a stable, earthly, Mother Gaia, feminine force to be reckoned with. But also, I think in some ways with the Six of Pentacles here, with the Queen of Pentacles, to be worshipped, to be appreciated, to be provided for. So whoever this man is, he is really up and stuck in his head because with the Six of Swords in the reverse, he tried to leave you behind thinking that there was something better than you, only to find that you're an Empress, Nine of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. It doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get better than that. Okay, let's do final messages. And there's something here about how like now this person doesn't even have the money or they don't even have the business to show for it. It's like I'm hearing like there's a sour taste in their mouth. Like they don't even care about this business at this point in time because of all this grief that's connected to it now. Final messages, please. Final messages, please. The Lovers, Seven of Pentacles. This person, Ace of Cups, definitely. This person, again, not even showing himself. We have the Magician and the Temperance here, and then we have the Hermit and the Queen of Cups. This person's not even showing himself. Like, I don't know what his problem is here, but excuse me. He is saying that he would make things work with you. Like, he wants to make things work with you. He wants to put in the hard work, the labor, the effort. He wants to do labors of love for you, Ace of Cups, because he's tried every other thing to make him happy that he could get with money, anything that his heart could buy. There's anything that his heart's desire could buy for him. He has tried to buy it for himself. He's tried to fill his life with a bunch of bros and a bunch of friends who didn't even provide the love that he needed. It's like this man is literally saying, like, he has tasted every single thing and there's nothing quite like you. There's nothing quite like the Empress, Queen of Pentacles. So he's really saying, like, he will work. Like, he will go out into the fields, so to speak, to earn your love again. Okay. He is saying that he wants me to pull from the Kipperish deck, but I don't know if I want to. Okay. Final messages, Macabre, please. Check it, check it, check it. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess, King of Cups in the reverse and Queen of Cups upright. So there was an emotional, with the contract in between. This is what he wants to tell you. If you give this person a chance, they're going to talk about how emotionally immature they were. When they mishandled you, they didn't know how to match your emotional state. They didn't know how to have a healthy emotional attachment to you. They were in a King of Cups reversed energy. Like, this is a man who receives gratification by emotionally hurting other people. By being emotionally unavailable, he felt a sense of power with you. So he wants to talk about how he has had a different type of recognition surrounding the contract between the two of you, and that he has healed. He sees something differently now. He thinks differently now. Okay? Two of Cups. It's like this person really wants you. I'm hearing, like, been around the world and I can't find my baby. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. There's nothing like when this person connected with you. Doesn't matter who he goes, where he goes. Doesn't matter if he goes to remote Siberia. It'll never be what it's like to be with you. Okay? And then we have the Seven of Swords. Show me. Seven of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah, this is what I'm going to tell you here. Okay, like, he was very ego-driven to the point of being manipulative with you. And he had to take a cold, hard look at himself as a King of Wands, seriously being like, why is he so ego-driven? There's an issue that this man had. Let me ask, does he still, Four of Wands? I feel like he stabilized it. Does this man still have this issue? Seven of Swords, King of Wands. Does he still have this issue? The Sun. Wow. No, he does not. He has healed this. He has worked through this issue with the Sun energy here. And he, not only that, but he has transmuted it into something that he has transcended in a way. Where now he relishes and he's grateful for how he has changed. I'm telling you, I feel like this dude was like sleeping around or just like incredibly dominating of other people. Like trying to dominate the room, trying to be the hottest person in the room, like trying to show up as the alpha, like that. The Seven of Swords and King of Wands is toxic masculinity, and then like not forming any emotional attachments or connections to anyone, maybe even like breaking people's hearts on purpose and having people attached to him on purpose just so that he can get the ego thrill of seeing that someone is emotionally attached to him. Thank goodness this dude has changed. Yeah, strength card here. Strength card here and justice. He has changed. Okay? Very little Five of Swords to the Two of Pentacles here. Like, I feel like things got so bad that he was in a relationship with a Queen of Swords that would just like return the energy back to him. And it's like then he realized how toxic that cycle even was, that he could like emotionally abuse someone in some type of way, cheat on them, take advantage of them, lie to them, and then she would just do that back to him, and then they thought that that was a relationship. Like it's stupid. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, Five of Wands. It's stupid. It's toxic. Okay? Hierophant here. All right. I feel like I've had enough of this, please. He wanted me to pull on Kipperish, so here we go. So we have intuitive Kev, conflict. Someone has a conflict with you. What is this? Rising star. And protection. Sweetheart and Four of Cups. So this is what the divine is telling you, collective, okay? This person was kept away from you on purpose. Because while they were having this existential crisis and trying to figure themselves out, they would have tried to sabotage you in this energy when you were elevating into the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. They would have definitely tried to sabotage you. So this person, as they were going through their existential crisis, you had to keep yourself away from them. You were protected from them because they couldn't handle being with you. They definitely would have tried to sabotage your rise into this Empress energy. Yeah, look at they would have tried to sabotage you even being your own business owner, being an entrepreneur, being your own boss. You were protected from this person. Yeah, look, protection and real love. North Node. Thank you. False narrative conflict. What is all this? Ten of Pentacles and the Moon. Sweetheart and surprise. What else do you want me to read here? I feel like that's it. Moving on in the reversed and opposition in the reversed. Like, mature woman. Final messages, please. Soulmates. I don't know what to tell you here, honey. Page of Swords, Ten of Wands, Justice, and Twin Flame. What I'm going to tell you here, and I think that this is the end of it, really. Okay? This soulmate or this twin flame was kept from you because they were too intimidated by the energy of success that you have on you. Everybody can tell that an Empress, Queen of Pentacles is successful, that they have hidden wealth or that they have spiritual wealth, even before the physical wealth hits their bank account, so to speak. This person could feel it on you, and this person could feel in some ways that perhaps who you are becoming will supersede their own selves, their own level of success. It's like this person saw you as competition instead of as their soulmate. So they had to be kept away from you. I feel like because you actually had real, authentic, pure love for this person. You saw that this person is or was your soulmate, but instead it's like they had this false mental blueprint that you were meant to be competitive with them, because they were in this energy of like, they know what you're capable of, so they were like, oh well, I need to be in conflict with them because of this 10 of Pentacles. But we still have this man, this energy who tried to come up against you without realizing that you were for them and not against them, and now they want to come back. We have opposition and moving on in the reversed. Let me just ask the final question here. Like, do you want this person back? What's the outcome here? Do you want this person back? Achievement. Awakening in the reversed. Concern. 10 of Cups. Evil eye, social media. One more, please. Obsession and destruction. Here's the thing, okay? I don't specifically know if you're going to take this person back because your life is already going so well. But the thing is here is like, whoever this masculine is, he also has an incredibly heinous karmic feminine that keeps trying to attach to him. And it's getting to this point here where the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy here, the intuitive Kev here, is on a timeline of being with a soulmate, of being with someone where there's real pure love, of being with someone where they can build a happy home and a happy family. So this is protected. And it's almost as though a karmic feminine as like some type of bulldog energy. I do not know what that's about. But there's this karmic feminine who's this type of like bulldog energy who has been able to sniff out that this masculine is awakening once more out of confusion and into the recognition that this Empress Queen of Pentacles is a soulmate of his. So whoever this karmic feminine is, it's like she has always tried to keep this man in the dark, in confusion, so that he would never come towards you. She tried everything. She did voodoo. She spent a whole lot of money on this voodoo to try to destroy the connection that this man wants to have with you. She's obsessed with him, but I feel like she knows that this man, he has these moments, these brief moments of awakening to how you make him feel. And then it's like she's obsessed with trying to destroy that. It's like he'll get one of these brief moments of awakening, and then that's when she jumps in to try to do this voodoo on him. Okay? I feel like this is still so unresolved. Like, how does this end? How does this end? This still feels so unresolved. How does this end? Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, with some type of communication. Queen of Wands, Two of Swords on the fence. The Sun. Five of Swords. This is crazy. And then we have the Page of Cups and the Empress here. They're not showing me how this ends. And then we have the King of Cups. They're not showing me how this ends. They're showing me what the next thing that's going to happen is. Okay? The next thing that happens is that this Queen of Wands, number one, is sending evil eye towards your success on social media. But number two, this Queen of Wands has made the decision to try to come towards you, to act like they are your friends, but they're really an enemy. And they're going to try to befriend you so that they can figure out what your next steps are, what it is that you're doing, so that they can figure out when and how they need to keep doing this manipulative spell work on this masculine energy. So she's made this decision that she's going to try to catch more flies with honey than vinegar. But when it truly comes to her character, this is an enemy. This is a chick who is not your friend. She is not your friend. Okay, but she's going to try to act like she is. I feel like what will literally happen here is she's going to try to beat this masculine to the punch, so to speak. I don't like that. I rebuke that. There could be like physical abuse that was in this relationship too. Not with you and this person, but with this Queen of Wands who this person was with. Okay. It's like I feel like she hit him, but I'm going to put that off to the side. It's like this Queen of Wands is trying to beat this masculine or to reach you first before this masculine gets the chance to connect with you. Because it's like, she wants to act like she is your friend so that she can influence you before this man is able to return and come back to you and tell you how he feels. Talk about an untrustworthy person. Knight of Cups. 5 of Cups and the King of Discs. The Lovers. The Magician, yeah. The Empress, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. I feel like this is enough. I don't know what else to read about this. I'm telling you. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this one up because it just seems divine. Like, what's the issue here? And I keep hearing the song New York by, isn't it Alicia Keys? New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. I don't like this Queen of Wands as well because I feel like what she tried to do was to copy you. 2 of Pentacles here with the 6 of Cups and the Empress. It's like this is someone who wants to try to be your friend so they can copy your mannerisms, copy your quirks, copy how you speak, what you wear, how you look, how you do your makeup, like all of this. They just wanted to copy it so that they could create some type of replica of you to try to make this masculine energy happy so that this masculine energy isn't moping around all of the time from this sense of loss. Like, and the thing is here, that's really, I don't know if this is challenging as a reader, but it's just like there's no description here about what will happen. It's like you're doing well and fine, and some masculine here is having an existential crisis. And he's stuck in is he stuck in this relationship? Like, where is he at now? Where's this masculine at now? Four of Swords reversed in the house. Like, I don't know, like he's on this retreat. He's somewhere reserved. He's somewhere in like a gated community, somewhere where people cannot get in touch with him so that he can heal some type of illness. Either that or he's on some type of house arrest. Like, I don't know why you even need to hear this. Why do we even need to hear this? Nice guy, divinity, and obsessed. Okay? I don't know. High honor in the reversed. It's and priest here. Like, I don't know what to manipulation, 6 of discs and bliss. I don't know what to tell you here. It's like this man is on some type of retreat. Number 1, out of jealousy because of the divine feminine's high honor and spiritual divinity. So it's like this dude suddenly is feeling sick. He's having an existential crisis, can't sleep. He's all messed up. He got into a stupid relationship with some Queen of Wands who didn't even care about him. I feel like he's out of that relationship now, recognizing who his true soulmate is. So he just decides to lock himself away for 2 months and talk to nobody and no thing so that he can try to raise what? So he can try to raise his vibration. Now he is obsessed with high honor in the reverse. He's obsessed with cleansing and clearing out his life so that he can try to reach the same level of divinity that the divine feminine is at. But like that's what I'm hearing. Like is that it? Yeah, like ritual, King of Wands, emotional pain, Knight of Swords, the Chariot reversed. There's just a lot of how this person like wants you back, wants to turn back time, like Starseed. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah. Four of Pentacles and Love Offer in the reversed. Jezebel, who cares? Who cares? High Priestess, King of Wands, Two of Swords. I feel like Ace of Cups. I feel like that's enough. So I feel like this is a nondescript reading. I don't have an answer. I don't have the outcome. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just reading the energy. Don't know why you need to know this. Don't know what it's doing for you. Okay? But this nigga just had to keep bothering me. For me to tell you what, that he's isolating himself and he's tired and he's no longer giving love offers to Jezebel energies that keep stealing his money. Well, like, why do I give a shit? There's like frustration that like I'm feeling that's like coming through here. Like the audacity for you to bother me for several days to tell me some reiterated story that I don't give a shit about. I don't know, Three of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands here. Like, I don't see the two of you getting together. Three of Cups reversed. Like, you're not friends with this person. You're not even friendly with this person. So what? So 10 of Discs. So you're on your money. You're on your legacy, and this person is not a part of it. Yeah, look. Hierophant and the 10 of Discs. I'm even going to say here that if this chick, this Jezebel energy literally tried to befriend you, like you saw right through that shit. You're not friends with her either. Like, is that it? Is that it? Don't bother me again. I rebuke this energy and I block and blind them. Don't bother me again. Death energy. Don't bother me again. Okay? Strength and 5 of Wands. The Fool. Okay? The Fool, Ace of Cups. That's enough. All right, y'all. I think that that's it. Like this video if you feel like I should keep this one up, or let me know in the comments if I should keep this one up. See, it's like, I don't know. But this nigga felt like he had to sit outside of my shop so that I could give him a reading. And it's like, bro, to say what? To tell me what? Okay. It's kind of like, things are going so well for you. It's like you have moved on from this, and this person is still just in a state of strife and wanting to prove to you that they've healed and like all of this stuff. But it almost like, in some ways, it almost feels like it's also contained to him being on this retreat. Like he just, I don't know what to tell you. You know how like people will go on these retreats or they'll go on vacation and they're like, I'm going to change. I see the error of my ways. I don't know. He's saying with the Sun card here that he really has had that enlightenment and that realization. Okay. I still just don't know what he's trying to expect from you. Like, I really don't. Okay. Is that it? The hanging dragon reversed. Like, Someone having a stark realization here, an enlightenment, recognizing something here. The death card reversed, I don't know. Four of coins, Knight of Wands, the Tower. If anything, I'm just going to say that this person has gone through this realization. They've gone through the enlightenment, and what they have truly come to realize is they don't want it to be over with you. With the Knight of Wands here, maybe they'll come, maybe they'll make that known to you. Maybe they'll come to see you. I don't know, honey. And I'm tired of reading it. Okay. All right, then I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. I'm hearing shoe fly, don't bother me. Maybe you had some like flies or something like that, okay? It was sent from this Queen of Wands because she knows that this masculine has had this like epitome experience, like this like self-transformative experience, and now this masculine is interested in you and they want you. I'm closing this out now, okay? Ashe. Whatever that was for, divine, Three of Wands. I had to read somebody's prophecy. All right, I'm out, y'all. I feel like that reading was boring. Not gonna lie. But I hope that it helps somebody out there. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, donating, and doing all the wonderful things. I will see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you.